In this question, we have to find the total distance travel, where you know that it is exactly area below your curve. And what is given to us, the diagram is actually showing the speed time graph of the first 50 seconds, maybe of a journey, car journey or any journey. Okay, now how do I find the area below the curve? So this one is a triangle, so you can do it as half times base times by height. And this is a rectangle, so your base is 20 and your height is 10. Where is the base? This part here. And this is a trapezium. So how do you find it for a trapezium? This one is your A, this one is your B. What's my A value? My A is 10 and my B value is 25, and the height, you see it in this direction, 20. If you total up all of this, let's see what we get. It's a 50 here, it's a 200 here, and this is going to be 350. So the total distance travel is exactly 600 meter. Now second part wants you to find the distance travel in the first 40 second. So where is my 40 second? So 40 second is here. And how are you going to find the V value for that? So there are two ways of doing. Okay, let's do the easy method. Because 40 is the middle of 30 and 50, I can immediately use the idea of midpoint. Okay, why do I say so? Okay, let's find what is this value. This is 30, 10. And here you know your time is 50 seconds and your speed is 25. The midpoint between 30 and 50 is 40. So what is the midpoint between 10 and 25? Between 10 and 25, you will get 17.5. So immediately you can write this as 40, 17.5, where you know your speed is equal to 17.5 when the time is exactly 40 seconds. So let's use this idea and find the distance traveled. So for part B, I know that the first triangle gives me 50 meter and the second rectangle, it's giving me 200 meter. So what do I need to find? I just need to find this particular area now. And what is that? That is exactly your trapezium. So how do I do that? 50 plus by 200 plus half. What's your A? 10. What's your B? 17.5. And what is your base? 10. So this will give you an answer of 250 plus 5 times 27.5, 137.5, which is exactly 387.5 meter. For those who can't see the idea of midpoint, we can actually do this using gradient. Okay, let's see. How do I actually use gradient in order to find the V? Now, we all agree that this is a line and the slope of this line has to be same regardless of any point that you are taking here. But now I am specifically interested with 40 seconds here, correct? So let's find the slope of the line. What is the slope of the line? It's going to be, how do you find slope? You will do rise over run. Where is your rise? This part, it's exactly your rise and this part is your run, right? So your rise is 25 minus 10 divided by your run 50 minus 30. So that is giving me 15 divided by 20, which is 0.75. So the value of the slope along the line is 0.75. Now let's focus. So I'm just going to take this point here. Let me label it in black for you. Okay, now here, this is your 40, but you are unsure of your V value. Where is that V here? Correct? You are unsure of it. So let's create the rise and the run. This part is your rise and this part is your run. The run is easy for you because it's just 40 minus by 30, which is 10. The rise is what you are not sure of. The rise is exactly V minus 10. But I know that the slope is exactly 0.75. So let's do 0.75 is V minus 10 over 10. And that V value is 17.5. 5. See, you end up getting the same value, and then you can apply the area concept in order to find the distance traveled. Okay, let's try part C now. We need to find the acceleration when the t is equals to 15. Where is my 15? Somewhere here. Okay, it's here because this is going to be your 20, so 15 is here. Now, how do I find acceleration? The speed is given to me as, okay, speed when t equals to 10 to t equals to 30 is 10 meter per second, and I know that this is constant. Constant means what? It is same throughout the 20 second. So when the speed is not changing, we know there is no speed up or slow down there. It is stagnant. When the speed is stagnant, we say the acceleration value is equals to 0. If you don't get the concept, then you can still use the idea of gradient. We all know that the acceleration is actually equal to the gradient of that particular line. Okay, what is the slope of this line? Is there a steepness to the line? No, it is just 0. But how do you prove this mathematically? Let's find the rise over run. So how do you do rise over run? So which part am I targeting? Let's say I am targeting here. You know that throughout this line the slope is going to be same. I don't have a value of the rise, but I know that the value of the run is going to be either 20 or you can just put it as a 5. My rise, there is no increment, so you will put 0. And for your run part, let's just take it as 15 minus 10. So 0 divided by 5 is exactly 0. This is how you prove algebraically without understanding the concept. Okay, let's try another question now. Now in this question, we know it's again a speed time graph for first 90 seconds. You can see that from 0 to 30 seconds, the speed is increasing. From 30 to 90, the speed is actually decreasing. Now, they are telling us that the total distance travel is 900 meter. What is total distance travel? Exactly area under the curve. So, let's find, it is a triangle. So, I know I'm going to do half times base times by height. What is my base? 90. This part is your base. And what is your height? Your height is exactly your V, and it's equal to 900, which will give you your V as 20 meter per second. The second part wants us to find the distance travel in the first 60 seconds. So where is 60? Here. Okay, is 60 the midpoint between 30 and 90? Yes. So again you can use the easy concept since you already know the value of your V here. What is the value of my V? V is 20. So this coordinate is actually 30, 20, and this coordinate here is actually 90 and 0. So what is the middle point? It is 60 and 10. So this is the V value that you are interested with. The V when the time is equals to 60 is equals to 10 meter per second. So let's quickly find the distance travel. The total distance travel is exactly 900 meter. So I'm going to do total distance minus this last part. Let me label this as A, minus area for A. So this one is 900 meter minus half times, what is my base? 30. What is my height? 10, which we just found. So that will give us 150 here, and you get 750 meter. But let's say if you feel like you do not want to use this technique, you want to do it one by one, you can also do that. Okay, how? Find the area of triangle first. Your base is 30 and your height is 20. Keep it. Plus, you find what is the area of this portion. This looks like a trapezium, right? So, half. And what's your A value? 20. What is your B value? 10. And what is your height? 60 minus 30, which is 30. Which will give you 750 as well.